Good morning, students. Welcome back to the online classes of KB Rai Academy. Myself Kishan sir, as your science teacher. Today I am going to teach you class 4, lesson 11, subject science, topic adaptation in plants. You know what is adaptation? Suppose you live in your home, it is your adaptation because at home you get all the suitable things like foods also, for living house also, and this earth give you air also. Means your home is just like an adjustment to your home is an adaptation. That's why plant also have an adaptation. Different kinds of plant have different types of adaptation. Suppose cactus which are grow in desert area, which have a different kinds of they have different kinds of adaptation. And the teak, sagwan and pine living in the which is grown in the hilly area, which is suitable for the hilly regions because their climatic conditions are suitable for hilly regions. That's why plant also adjust their area, and when they grow theirs by getting their suitable things like water, sunlight, carbon dioxide, waters, minerals, etc. for their living. That's why today we will discuss about adaptation in plant. I think all of you understood what is adaptation. Now there adaptation are combined categories into three. One is terrestrial plants, second is aquatic plants, and third is insectivorous plants. There are three kinds of plants which are growing in our area, in our surrounding, in our atmosphere. First one is we discuss about terrestrial plants. The plants which grow in the land area. They are in a land area. It is known as terrestrial plants. It is include because in the land area that their temperature they get sufficient amounts of temperature also and get all the proper suitable condition for the survival for their growth. They get proper sunlight also, and their climatic condition is good for them. That's why these terrestrial plants, including plants live in desert area. In the below the terrestrial plant, there are four categories: plants in desert, plants in the hills, plants in the plains, and plants in marshy places. We shall discuss about under the terrestrial plants. The plants which grow in land are called terrestrial plants, and in the lands there are four categories. The plants in desert area. We will discover plant in a desert area. If you go to the desert area, you see in the desert area you see the cactus plants, tikar plants which grow there, and babur. You know in Hindi it's called babur plants also. You of course it is very good area for the suitable kind of climate because the desert area temperature is hard, and they in the desert area that there is scanty of water also. So if the water is lake, if the plant do not get proper waters also, so that plant is known as cactus. Their body structure is just like a pine. There pines also, sticks also, and thorny bushes come there maximum because and their roots are go under the soil for the getting the waters. So in the desert area, the plant maximum kinds of plants you see cactus, tikars, or thorny bushes because there is no suitable condition for the other plants to grow there. Second comes to the plants in the hilly area. In the hilly area, you see there is a lots of rainfall or occur also in the hilly area, or snowfalls also occur. So that's why their plants are just like a canopy plants there. Their leaves are just like a needles-like structure because when the rainfall occur or snowfall occur, they goes down immediately. That's why their plants maximum are pines, cedar, teak, and deodas. These kinds of plants grow there because they need a suitable climate condition, not a very harsh climate just as compared to desert area. Third one is plants in the plain. You know, in the plain area, we are living in the plain area, so there's a mango plants, neem plant, eucalyptus plants, sagwan plants. You see, here lots of plants occur in the plain area because in the plain area they get suitable amounts of water also, they get proper temperature also, and this adjusts the climate to survive. You saw in the there's lots of mango plants occurs grow in the plain area, and they get proper amounts of climatic condition for the survival for their growth. Next one is plants in marshy places. If you go to the Hooghly river sites in the West Bengal side, there maximum plants occur in mangrove plant. In the mangrove plants, there is a their characteristics. The roots of the mangrove plants grow outside the lands, and the plants in marshy lands, the roots get the maximum amounts of oxygen. They penetrate the soils, So that's why the climatic condition for the survival of the mangrove plants is like a sundri plant also. They grow there in the maximum in the Hooghly side rivers of the West Bengal. Now comes to the point aquatic plant. The plant which grow under the water is known as aquatic plants. And the characteristic aquatic plant is their stem is waxy-like. They have a hollow-like structure. They have a spongy structure. That's why when the water goes there, it is floating in the waters. We see many kinds of plants that occur in the underside the plants, underside the waters. That's why under aquatic plant you come to the plants is floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plants. There are three kinds of plants that we see in the aquatic plant. First is floating plant. You know, duckweed, water lettuce, water. They have a floating plant. You see duckweeds, very green structure they have. They grow upside the, in the ponds area. You see there's a little green structure you found in the pond area because they are floating plants. Their roots are hollow and their stems. Roots are also hollow. Their stem are also hollow. They are waxy-like structure. That's why they cannot rotate easily. They cannot spoil and it is justly. Their leaves are very broad. That's why they float in the outside of the waters. Examples are duckweed, water lettuce, and water hyacinth. You know, water hyacinth is very you see in the cold area. You eat it just like vegetables also. Fixed plant. You know, water lily and lotus. You see water lily and lotus which grow underside the waters. In the maximum you see in the winter season in the pond area, water lily and lotus occurs. Their leaf structure is too much broad. They have a hollow-like structure. Their leaves are mom-like structure and waxy-like structure that cannot penetrate water to go survive. That's why they survive more years. Underwater plant. You know, underwater there is a hydrilla. There is a underwater plants in hydrilla. They grow underside of the waters in the below the bed of the sea, bed of the ponds also, bed of the reservoirs also. Their climatic condition is there. Their survival in there. They get maximum amount of carbon dioxide, oxygen for the making of the foods. That's why the plants structure are they adapt themselves in the climatic condition where they survive to get their maximum kinds of foods, water minerals to make a photosynthesis also. Next one is insectivorous plant. You know, insectivorous plants are they depend on other foods, just like a parasite also. You know, there's a Venus flytraps also. It opens and it have a lots of color also. When the insect come between the pitcher plants, the lead of the pitcher was totally trapped it, and the hairy starts produce an enzyme that digests the insects for their survivals. Just like a Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, sundew, bladderwort are all these kind are the insectivorous plants. Now I will repeat again about terrestrial plants. The terrestrial plants have four categories: plants in deserts. Examples are cactus, kickers. Plants in the hilly area you see pine or cedar. Plant in the plains area, mangoes and lots of trees occur. Plants in the marshy places are mangrove, sundri. And aquatic plants have three categories: floating plants like duckweed, water lettuce, and water hyacinth. Fish plants are water lily, lotus also. Underwater plants is hydrilla. And the insectivorous plants come as Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, sundew, and bladder. They are divided according to their adaptation for the survival of the bird. I hope all of you understood. If any problem, you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.